Superheroes are a concept we've seen time and time again throughout all kinds of media. Many would say the genre's even become oversaturated, and modern superhero stories are nothing more than predictable, uninspired cash grabs.
It's morbid time.
Now take all your preconceived notions about superheroes and throw them out the window.
That was diabolical!
The Boys is a show that subverts all expectations and completely flips the superhero genre on its head. Produced by Amazon Prime Video, The Boys was their first entry into the superheroes might not be what they seem genre. If I had a nickel for every time Amazon made a show with this premise, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. The first episode throws you into a familiar feeling superhero-filled world, where the bad guys get thwarted and everyone loves and admires the good guys. Hooray! Only one big difference. Our main protagonist isn't a superhero, he's just some guy. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder how they're gonna wrap him into the story.
Don't you ever besmirch Billy.
Oh, I see, okay. Turns out these heroes aren't akin to the ones we've come to know and love. They're selfish, narcissistic, creepy as hell, and sometimes genuinely evil. And it's the job of our ragtag team of boys and girl who've seen the hero's true colors to take him down. The classic underdog versus seemingly insurmountable opponent story. It's something you've seen countless times, but never quite like this. This show creates some of the most tense, genuinely terrifying moments I've ever witnessed in media, keeping me desperately yearning to see what happens next. Quick note before we continue. I would like to warn those of you that haven't seen the show before if you're planning on watching it. If you live with other people, especially parents, maybe watch this one on your phone, in the corner, in the middle of the night. God forbid you watch this on the living room TV, knowing parents and roommates they're gonna walk in right during, of which there is no shortage, and you'll be left desperately trying to explain how you swear you're actually on Amazon.com to no avail. Also, I'm gonna spoil some things, so if you've been thinking of watching the show, maybe go do that. Or if you're one of those people who need to see the literal best, most spoilery, exciting moments of a show to be convinced to watch it, then stick around, I don't care. Okay, let's get back on track. We've got a lot of characters in the show. First off, we've got the 4 main boys. The badass rough around the edges guy with a tragic backstory, the I don't know about this guys guy, the crazy comic relief guy, and the level-headed kind moral compass guy. While the character tropes aren't groundbreaking in any way, the characters are well executed in my opinion and pretty dang likable. They've each been wronged by Soups in some way, except for Frenchie to my knowledge, and they've band together to get their revenge. I don't know what happened to Frenchie. All I know is that if they can't show it on the boys, everyone send your thoughts and prayers to him right now. He probably had his with a iron shoved all the way up his. We watch as they slowly uncover the mystery behind the Soups and attempt to take them down once and for all. Seeing the secrets of the world slowly uncovered and watching how the gang goes about defeating the Soups is really engaging, and it's made even more so through this show's secret weapon and the main topic of today's video. Homelander. Despite being the world's most beloved superhero, we slowly learn that he's not the honorable symbol of America he parades himself as. In fact, he's probably one of the most despicable, diabolical, irredeemable villains you've ever seen.
You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
Say it! Sorry. Why don't you show a little follow through, Chelsea? Jump.
Please, I just want to get down.
I'm not suggesting anymore. Jump.
Homelander is a genuine sociopath. He sees himself as superior to others. He viciously threatens his teammates. He kills innocents, then pretends to mourn their deaths. He is by far the strongest character in the show, and a temper tantrum-throwing man-child. If he lost his cool, he could level the entire nation in an afternoon, but yet, he doesn't. What makes Homelander so compelling is that he has something he is genuinely afraid to lose, his reputation. He so desperately wants to be loved and respected that he would do literally anything to keep it that way, but he's also an unhinged maniac. These two sides of his personality are the turbulent seas that rock the boat of the show. Every time Homelander is in a scene, I'm quite literally glued to the screen, filled with dread, knowing literally anything could happen in the next few moments. These scenes are taken to the next level by Anthony Starr's outstanding performance as Homelander. I saw an interview with the cast on YouTube the other day and I found myself wondering, whoa, why is Homelander doing a British accent? These guys better watch out, that's Homelander right there! You can literally see the cogs turning in his head, trying to decide whether or not to murder the person he's talking to. There's countless scenes to choose from to demonstrate this, but I'm gonna go with this one. After footage of Homelander accidentally killing an innocent person is leaked online, an anti-Homelander protest erupts. Homelander is advised to just wait out the backlash and things will eventually return to normal. However, he is so uncomfortable with the idea of people disliking him that he goes to the protest to try and justify his actions to the crowd. Of course it doesn't work, and he's left standing in front of the crowd, shouting him down. The dramatic irony here makes watching this borderline unbearable. We know Homelander has the ability and the will to decimate these people, but the crowd is completely in the dark. This hero, despite making a mistake, would never do something like that, would he? But now that he's lost his admiration, the only thing he ever had to protect, what's holding him back? He then proceeds to absolutely obliterate the entire crowd. Oh, that didn't actually happen? He kept his cool? Whew! The fact that I 100% thought he did it is testament to how insane this character is. One scene, Homelander looks like the most powerful, menacing villain you've ever seen, and in the next, he's completely paralyzed, too afraid to make a move. This handicap on his character is actually genius. Giving him this absurd power makes him terrifyingly menacing. But his pride, ego, immaturity, and most importantly, his last shred of humanity hold him back from unleashing it to its fullest extent. But the fear that he might just snap is always there lingering in the background, and the show lets us know just what would happen if he did. Now you may have noticed I said humanity a second ago. How could this monster have any humanity left in him, you may be asking? Later in the show, we learn of Homelander's true backstory. We hear him often talking to the media about his life growing up, but it's nothing more than propaganda specifically designed to bolster his all-American golden boy persona. We learn that Homelander is the product of an experiment. He was created with the sole purpose of being the world's strongest hero for the company that created him. He grew up in a lab with no truly meaningful connections. In this Season 2 trailer, we see the scientists teaching him things about the real world. Jesus Christ, the American flag, baseball. Then he sees a picture of Thanksgiving.
Which one's the daddy?
This kid is deprived of a life, learning about the human experience through pictures while locked in a box. It's no wonder he turned out the way he did. He was made too strong for his own good, and everyone around him feared him for it. It almost makes me feel bad for him when we see him being manipulated later in the series. Wait, no, Homelander, what are you doing? Ah! We see Homelander even wrestling with this himself. Part of him sees himself as this unstoppable god who should be able to unapologetically do whatever he wants, and the other part just wants people to like him. While this doesn't excuse his behavior by any means, it gives the audience a reason for the way he is. This makes him infinitely more exciting to watch as a villain. Nothing is more frustrating than a bad guy who's evil just for the sake of being evil. There's a method behind Homelander's madness. He stands as a terrific example of how villains should be written and what makes them truly scary. If you haven't watched The Boys yet, it's pretty good. You should probably get on that. The only question I have left is how do I end the video? Hey guys, thanks for sitting through another one of these. I really do appreciate it. I'm like a real YouTuber now. Only like 25% of my subscribers watched my last video. Anyway, yikes, that Bluey video really took off, huh? That's gonna be hard to beat, but I will keep trying. I just wanted to let you guys know some stuff real quick. I am a college student right now studying computer science, so I don't know how consistent my uploads will be. I'm just gonna play it by ear for now. Also, I had no idea how time-consuming editing was before making the Bluey vid. Oh my god, it takes ages. It's gotta be my biggest bottleneck right now, but hopefully I can get faster. One last thing, I have a few slightly different content ideas I'd like to try, but don't worry, they still involve me talking about things. Not that that's saying much. I also have no idea when I'm gonna try them out, and there's still plenty of things that I like that I'm gonna make videos on. Just wanna say thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye!